Hello all. In continuation to the previous videos related to measurement and all, we'll discuss some more basic concepts which will be helpful to the primary class students. Okay. So the problem is how many days are there in 10 months, 5 weeks, 9 days. Okay. This type of problems will come. Okay. 10 months, 5 weeks, 9 days. So to solve this problem in less than a minute, what you have to know, 1 month is equal to how many days? 30 days. So 10 into 30. That is the first step. So 1 week we know, 1 week will have 7 days. So 5 into 7. And straight away 9 days means 9 into 1. That is 9. So 10 3 are 30 and 0. That is 300 plus 5 7 are 35. Okay. And 9 1 are 9. 300 plus 35, that is 335 plus 9, 344 days. Okay. How much time it took? It took less than a minute. What the basics you have learned here means the basic things which you need to know to solve this problem is 1 month is equal to 30 days, 1 week is equal to 7 days. Straight away. See here the question given us, it's a combination of months, weeks and days. So these type of problems will come. So only thing is that quickly you have to multiply the given value with month value, you have to multiply the week value with 7 and days straight away the value. So the answer is 344. Only thing is logic you have to apply efficiently over here. Now we will discuss some more problems which are related to the temperature. Okay. Generally temperature which way will measure okay, will measure temperature in centigrade. Sometimes in exams you will get the problems like conversion of centigrade to foreign heat. Okay, conversion of the temperature from centigrade to foreign heat. Okay, so here the problem is example: convert 40 degrees centigrade to foreign heat. Centigrade to foreign heat. Here there are 2 steps you have to follow. What is the first step? The first step is that for the given value, always the given centigrade value multiplied with 9 by 5. That is the first step. That is 40 into 9 by 5. For the result value, add 32. So, for the given temperature in centigrade, multiply with 9 by 5. And for the result, just add 32. Okay? 40 into 9 by 5. 5 1 ja, 5 8 ja. 8 plus 9 how much? 8 into 9 how much? 72. 72 plus 32. So, the answer is what? 72 plus 32 is what? 104 foreign heat. Okay, 104 foreign heat. So the steps what we followed here, if you want to convert centigrade to foreign heat, for the given value multiplied with 9 by 5 and for the result add 32, then you will get the foreign heat. Yeah, now we will see the reversal method. Okay. Earlier problem what we have seen how will you convert centigrade to foreign heat. Now we will see the method conversion of the foreign heat to back to centigrade. Okay. So here 104 foreign heat we get. Okay. We have to convert this back to centigrade. So if you want to convert foreign heat to centigrade, the method is that first from foreign heat value subtract 32. Okay, and for the result multiplied with 5 by 9. Okay, any foreign heat value, if you want to convert to centigrade, what you have to do? You have to subtract from the given value the first step 32. Okay, because when you are converting from centigrade to foreign heat, you have added 32 for the result, but here it is you are going reverse way, so you have to subtract the value 104 minus 32. Okay, 104 minus 32 means what? 4 minus 2, 2, 10 minus 3, 7. That is 72 into 5 by 9. 9 1 ja 9 and 9 8 ja 72. 8 5 ja 40 degrees centigrade. So it is perfectly matching the value which we have converted previously. Previously when we converted 40 degrees centigrade to foreign heat, we got 104. But if you do the reversal process, we have followed this method and we got the same correct answer. So the steps is what? When you want to convert foreign heat to centigrade, you have to subtract the foreign heat value in the first step with 32 and for the result just multiply with 5 Nm. Then you will get the actual centigrade value, that is actual temperature value. Okay, now we'll discuss some more topic which is related to measurements of the articles. Okay, generally articles how will we measure, like units, dozens and gross. Okay, one dozen is equal to how much? One dozen is equal to 12 articles. Okay, but 12 dozens is equal to 1 gross. Okay, now in exams you will see the problems like this, competitive exams. What is the equivalent value of 10 gross, 6 dozen and 6 units? What is the equivalent articles for this particular 10 gross, 6 dozen and 6 units? Okay, if you want to solve this problem, because already what we know, 1 gross is equal to 12 dozen, means what? 1 gross is equal to 144 articles. When 1 gross is equal to 144 articles, then 10 gross is equal to how much? 144 multiplied by 10, because 1 gross is equal to 144 articles. So 144 into 10 how much? 0, because 144 multiplied by 10 gives 1440. 6 dozen means what? 1 dozen is equal to 12 articles. When 6 dozen means 6 multiplied by 12 gives 72. And 6 units means 1 unit stands for 1. So 6 into 1, 6. So just add these values. When you add these values, 6 plus 2 how much? 8. 4 plus 7, 11. 4 plus 1, 5. So 1518 is the total articles value when in the given value, that is 10 gross, 6 dozen, 6 unit. So basic concept what you need to know here: 1 gross is equal to 144 articles, 12 dozen is equal to 1 gross. But 1 dozen is equal to how many articles? 12. So the total answer is just you have multiplied with the gross value, you have multiplied with dozen value, and you have multiplied with single unit value. Now we will see one more problem which are related to the day of a week and which corresponds to months. Okay. So in a year, suppose in a year 31st October is Thursday. In a year 31st October is Thursday. Okay. Then the question is, what will be the day of a week for 30th November in the same year? Okay. Without keeping without taking much time, not taking more than a minute, we need to solve this problem. To solve this problem, what is the basic thing you need to know? You need to know 1 week is equal to 7 days. Because suppose today is Thursday, when again Thursday will come after 7 days. So we will use the same logic over here. So to solve this problem, 31st October they given, that is Thursday. 30th November is what? From when you calculate from November 1st to 30th November, how many days are there? 30. So we know 1 week is equal to 7 days. So just divide 30 with 7. 7 4 ja 28. What is the remainder? 2. So when starting from 31st October, continuous 4 weeks. Okay, Thursday, Thursday, Thursday till 28 days. It will be that is till November 28. It will be Thursday. So what is the remainder? 2 came. So 28th November is what? 28th November is Thursday. Okay. Then the remainder is what? 2. So just add 2 over here. So it will give the value for 30th November. Okay. Thursday, after Thursday, if you add 2, that is Saturday. 30th November is the Saturday. Why? Because when you calculate, because when you calculate from November 1st to November 30, total 30 days. When you divide a week value, so the remainder came 2. After Thursday, if you add just 2, means after Thursday, if you add 2 days, that is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Saturday is 30th November. Okay, this is the logic. So here you need to use the logic. 1 week is equal to 7 days. Number of days you have to divide with 7. Then you will get the required answer. So 30th November is Saturday. Now we will see one more problem which we discussed with the previous logic. 31st December of a particular year is Friday. Okay. Then what is the day of a week of January 26th? Okay. We need to follow the same logic. Okay. From January 1st to January 26th, how many days? 26 days. 26 days. So 7. 1 week is equal to how many days? 7 days. 7 3 are 21. When you subtract 5. So if you want to find the day of a week of 26 January, just add 5 days to Friday. Okay. After Friday, calculate 5 days. That is, after Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. Because the remainder came as 5. Saturday, after Friday, if you calculate Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the answer is 26 January is Wednesday. Okay. Here also what you have used the logic 1 week is equal to 7 days. So the number of days you calculated after 31st December, starting from January 1st to January 26th, how many days you calculated, and you divide with number 7 because 1 week is equal to 7. For the remainder, just add this number of days to Friday. Whatever the day you got, that is the January 26th day. Only thing is here how you are applying the logic, how best way. If you implement the logic over here, you can solve this problem less than a minute. Thank you all.